Hello everyone, this is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com. Welcome to another Simple Stamping Sunday. I hope you guys are doing great today. I know today is a really busy day. It's the last day of the year, and I'm pretty sure most of you have tons of things to do. So if you're here with me, thank you for joining. We're going to have a simple card in my world. I have to tell you something, guys, in a little bit. So, because that was kind of funny. And, but again, if you are new here to the channel, welcome, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you like it, please subscribe and also give it a thumbs up. And if you're here or been here before, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hello Elizabeth, hello Susie, hello Fran. I'm so glad you guys are here with me. I know that it's busy, it's a busy day. It's not going to be a long video. I sure hope so. I promise to try my bestest. So real quick, the end of the year is coming. I have decided that what I am going to do for next month free reward is going to be the new memory pack, and I have it in here all messed up. This is Adrian's. I actually ordered one, and let me show you guys. It's this memory pack, and I am just in love with it. So this is going to be the gift for you if you order $50 or more before shipping and taxes in my online store. So I am really in love with this memory pack. Let me show you guys. It has some rose gold in it. I'm always off camera when I try to do. Hello, Susie. How are you? Oh, you're very welcome. Did it just got to you? Anyways, this is partially why I'm in love with this, right? Some rose gold. Come on, guys. So this is going to be it. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, guys, I would love to send you a catalog. And so this is my email, just right there below. It is Maria at mariascraftingcorner.com. I hope you guys had hey Anita, how are you? I hope that if you send me an email, request a catalog, sorry, I got distracted. Please just also send me your address. I have had a couple people that sent just, hey, this is me, and I will love a catalog, and then they just don't tell me where to send it. And it's difficult that way. Anyways, let's get started. Let's see, guys. So we are going to do, this is our Simple Stamping Sunday video. Sorry, I didn't even say that. Hello, Laura. How are you? And as such, I really try to focus on making it simple. This is my note to you. So you remember last Sunday's video, right? It was a little super cute cow with like the shaker. And I know that not everybody has, I don't know. To me, that's a simple card, right? A shaker card is a simple card to make, and coloring or whatever is just simple to me. And so I posted it in a place, and somebody said, like, I thought you said this was simple stamping. It's like, oh, I guess it's not as simple as I was thinking. So I'm not sure what simple really means. This is as simple. I don't know, as simple as it gets, guys. I don't know. I hope you like it. It would not take us very long. I do have the pieces already cut, but we're going to work together on the only more complex part of the card. So we're going to be using thank you, Anita. I really appreciate you sharing. Yes, our perennial postage, our perennial lavender suite. If we have time, actually, I think we'll be able to make another one. So let's try to speed it up so we can get that done. And I am using both of them because one of the problems with these two stamp sets is that you have beautiful, flowers and foliage here, and just in beautiful sentiments in here, but you don't have them combined, right? Some of our, and I'm going to bring the thoughtful expressions just as an example, right? You have the beautiful florals, but you also have sentiments. When you're doing some of these, well, there's what you got. I'm going to do both of, I'm going to need both of them. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Mary. Welcome. Oh, Mary, yay. First live. Welcome, welcome. This is the one we're going to be using today. And we're going to be using the paper as well. I know I've shown you that 100 times, so we are going to love it. I'm going to bring the pieces we're going to be using because they're not too many. So this is, we're going to be doing a slimline, guys. I rarely ever do slimlines, and I thought this was a great opportunity to do one. This is 7 by 8.5, and we'll have to score these at, let me score that actually right now, at 3.5. Very simple card, no extra scoring. Okay, so that's our first one, and you guys see the little hair of my dogs, of course. Then we're going to need, I'm going to have several layers in here just because it looks so beautiful, guys. And that's the only reason. Same as always, you can take off as many layers as you want. I have 3 layers on top of this. So this piece measures 3 3/8 by 8 3/8, so it's kind of easy because it kind of, when I diminish it in eighths, it's going to go into the same fraction. So 3 3/8 by 8 3/8, and this one is going to be 3 1/4 by 8 1/4, and this final one is going to be 3 1/8 by 8 1/8. So you see what I'm saying? I have one extra piece here in white, and this is 3 by 8. So you know all those measurements will be down below. Actually, this was going to be a kind of a different card, and I started playing with another card, with another idea in my head, and came here and started making it, and I was like, no, I want this many layers. We are going to, that's the other idea that I wanted to share. So hopefully we're able to do both cards. If you've been here before, guys, you know that I rarely ever use white card bases. I think it's mainly because I suck at keeping them clean. Man, that was a lame job at scoring, guys. Did you see that? Okay, let me align this again at 3.5. Right? Oops, there it is. And we're gonna score again, guys. So don't be shy. Hey, Donna, how are you doing? It is fun. It is fun. Okay, so now, yay, we made it. Jesus, that was very, very lame. I could have done a better job. So this card ends up being, right, 3.5 by 8.5. Just a simple card. Okay, let me move this in here. I was thinking I pushed too much, but I didn't break it. It doesn't seem like I broke it. Okay, good. So we are going to go ahead and add our layers, our 2 first layers. So these 2 first layers, we are going to adhere them. And guys, I'm stuck with glue because I'm out of Stampin' Seal. Oh, I have a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus, but I'm going to keep it for my live maybe next week on Tuesday. So we'll see how that rolls. Okay, if you've been here before, you guys know, okay, I didn't glue that correctly. You know that I love these perennial sweets, guys. I cannot say enough how much I really like it. And so, so tell me, guys, how do you create your cards? Does an idea come and you're like, okay, I have to do this? Or how does it go? When you are creating your cards, do you sit down with the paper or with whatever and then create the card that way? I'm just curious. So in my world, sometimes before I go to bed, I'm falling asleep and I'm kind of busy. I'm always busy thinking for whatever reason. Guys, did that happen to you? And I am like falling asleep and I'm like, oh, that color combination, or oh, that idea with this paper, or stuff like that. It's just super funny. And so that happened last night, and I was like, I absolutely need to make this card. So I had already thought about doing the live with the perennial lavender, and then that other idea came, and I just couldn't give up. one or the other. So hopefully we are able to do two. So here's the only quote unquote. Oh, see, Laura says she's on Facebook and she's saying that she's more creative at night. Maybe that's what happens. So this is where, having a good grid paper, or like in the back, you guys know I have my in the back, you can barely see it. You can see it on this side. I have my glass mat, and they all have a grid, right? And that's why they are so useful. I am going to use, so here's obviously the middle, right? And I'm going to use this thick line to guide me towards what would be the center, right? So we know, again, we know this is 3.5. So let's see if this is, yeah, more or less there. I am eyeballing it. I'm not going to calculate this, guys, because yeah, no, I don't usually have that much time for that. But I am eyeballing this. These looks Elizabeth, you just made my day. That is so funny. Thank you, Elizabeth. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I know your last name, Bingo. So Miss Gordy. Well, I hope I didn't miss that. Thank you for being here. Okay, so again, I am just eyeballing these, and I'm going to keep these in here. So I guess what I'm trying to tell guys is these, according to my accounts, this is more or less the half or the middle, right? And what I'm going to do, guys, here in my grid paper is a little mark in there. Oops, and a little mark in here because it's not falling into any of the little marks. Hello, Kiwi. How are you? Yes. Okay. So Susie says that in her case, she idea pops in her head and choose a die and a paper. Okay. Mary says she loves wild. Welcome all. So I am just doing that so I know that that's going to be my, like, just a point of reference, right, for the next. So we are going to bring, this is in our, I completely spaced them out. Just because I've never used stylish shapes. And if you've been here, you know that I love them very, very much. Part of the reason why I love them is because it has the stitch line on the outside as it would have it on the inside. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing a stack of circles. And I'm aligning here with my little two reference guides. And I'm going to leave about half an inch. So these, if you guys know, when you use your grid paper, two of these squares are more or less half an inch. So I am, again, eyeballing. This is more or less half an inch in there. I'm going to bring my post-it tape, right? So this is obviously not center. So this is all eyeballing. Hey, Lola Vaughn, welcome and Happy New Year. And I'm just eyeballing this real quick, right? I'm using this big line. You can see where I'm put this big line as a point of reference for my middle. Is it going to be perfect, guys? No, it's not, right? So I'm going to move this a tiny bit lower to respect that those two squares and kind of keep it at an inch. I think that looks fairly centered. Now, you guys guessed it, I do have it here. So that's the good news. Our baby is here. I should get the small one. For some of these cards, I could use just the smaller one, but I don't. I don't have it. I just have the big one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Run it through our die cut embossing machine, which you guys know I love. You guys can totally tell how much I love my machine. And look at the bottom. It's pretty messed up. I'll change it here eventually. Not yet, but I will change it. Okay, I'm going to put this here on this side. It's a little bit easier. And now we're going to remove this, right? And we have our first circle. Now, we're going to align again here. So we're using those points of reference again. Right there, and right towards the edge in here. Happy New Year, Joan. How are you? Oh, come on, Mary. You probably can. Okay, so I am putting this back in here. And now we're going to do the one on the bottom. If you're going to do these kind of cards where you're cutting in line, always go back to the bottom and then you'll figure the middle later. By the way, of course, save these pieces, right? Put them in here. They're super useful. So going to do the same thing. Yes, you're seeing. So here's my big line, right? My big dot, and it's at dot 8. And I'm kind of respecting those two squares, right? So I know it's got to go a little bit higher. Well, I'm just using eyeballing again. And now I'm using, again, these line in here, the 8 line, to sort of center. And these happen pretty quickly, right? So I like that. Good. Very simple. I think I can push this a little bit up. I'm going to put it up a little bit. Let's see. What do you guys think? It looks fairly centered, and it looks like there's those 2 inches in here. Those 2 inches. Those 2 squares. So that half an inch. That is so cute. So, Kiwi, do you collect plates? And I think it's centered in here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these 2. I'm interested, Kiwi, because I do have a plate collection. I love collecting plates. I don't even know where I got it from because my mom does not collect them, but I love them. I'm just turning this around, right? Because I can this way just go in one right, easy. And there we go. Yeah, we have 2 groups in here. We have people that are watching us on Facebook and people that is watching on YouTube. So welcome to you all and thank you for being here. Okay, so now we got our second piece. And see how pretty exact it is. Not exact. I have told you guys I don't really look for perfection ever because that would be quite dumb. God is perfect. We are not. So I'm moving these. I'm using those points of reference that I drew with my pen real quick. And now I'm going back in here. And so this is a little bit longer. So you guys can tell there's probably, like if I count here, there's probably like 1, 2, 3, more or less 3 squares in my grid, right? So 1, 2, 3. I think that is fairly centered. I am using now, so you guys can tell, I have my line here inside the circle and my line inside the circle. I'm using that as a guide, and I am just really eyeballing these with my squares here, more or less. But you have like a really good setup in here to see more or less that it is fairly centered. In this case, guys, of course, I'm giving you all these instructions, and you could have just used, you know, the lines because the pattern in the paper is kind of straight lines, right? But if you don't have that, then this is the way to do it. Okay, last circle, and that's the last thing we're going to be cutting with our dies. Let me move a tiny bit here. Sorry about the big loud noises. And we're done. Now I'm just going to go ahead, keep going. I'm going to move this back in here and take this friend out of here. Okay. There we go. So it's not in our way at all. Oh, Mary. Oh, no. Me plates? Oh, I see your plates. What plates you're talking about? Sorry, Kiwi. I'm just sometimes I swear to you guys. Okay, guys, so now we have, I'm gonna put these little die here so I don't lose it. You guys know I have promoted this. Don't hesitate to get one of these. You can tell that every so often I just put my dies there and forget about them, but at least they're not lost and they're not going to get lost. Okay, so now you can see where this is going to go. So this is going to look super soft once it's all together. This is the paper that's going to go in the middle here. Okay, doesn't that look beautiful? Just like that. Thank you, Joan. I appreciate that. Okay, this is not center, but this is how it's going to go. And we're just going to put sentiments and flowers in here and keep it very, very simple. Now, my next step is I'm going to use my Misty. And I'm going to use my Misty because I'm really, what's the word? I am really not good at keeping things straight. You guys know that. I am going to use my Misty. Okay, so I am aligning these. Sorry, these stamps are, yeah, they're polymer. And all I'm doing here, I'm going to move these a tiny bit towards the middle because this is a little bit bigger, okay? So I am just aligning these in here. Whoops. These are really, really strong. I'm going to bring oh no, these are not. I'm just kidding, guys. Okay, let's remove this. Guys, sorry about that. Okay. I thought they were polymer stamp sets. For whatever reason, they're not. So it's a little bit easier because then we have the grid in here. So I'm going to use that there. And I'm going to hold my paper with one of, okay, there it is. There it is, straightish, with one of my magnets. And now I'm going to come back in here, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to bring the stamps we're going to use. So this one says sending love and best wishes. That's going to go in the middle. And now you can probably see why I'm using this way so I don't go over at all. And I don't create craziness in here. Oh, see, this is not going to work so well because these are polymer. Okay, we're going to do it twice just because they're different polymer and whatever. You can probably do this. Okay, back out. Don't get upset with me, guys. I remember that one word, but it's the same process. We're going to put this straight as we can. We're going to bring our magnet and hold that. Oh, Mary, you may have a wonderful collection. That is so cool. And we are going to put this in the middle here and back again here. It's not perfect, you'll see, but it will work. It will work. Okay, so I'm moving these a tiny bit. I'm going to move these magnet to the middle there so it's not in my way. So that is the first one we're going to do. Guys, this is Cricut, so I don't want things to be Cricut. There's my big head. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm moving this one here a little bit towards the top. And now I want to bring some of the other stamps. I'm going to bring this one in here just like that. And you guys know this one has some flowers. We'll work on that one here in a minute. And then I'm going to bring just this simple one up top. It does have a couple of butterflies and we will use those as well. Oops, what am I doing? Oh, really, Kiwi? That is so funny. Kiwi is so funny. So Mary's has just been collecting stamps since the 80s. So that must be the best collection of stamps sets out there. Oh, and Joan says that since the 90s, and her husband has been buying those. So this is where this is very exactly. Kiwi is at totally right. Stamping night at Mary's house, where this is super useful because now we can pick up this, pick this up, right? We get all our stamps. I know we have 2 stamps in here, but now we have all our stamps together. We can remove this and we're going to put these in here. And now we can stamp and know that these are going to be stamping in the right place. So the first thing I'm going to stamp, I'm making sure that these are set up, is the sending, so the sentiment, just because, guys, it obviously is going to create some puffiness in there. I'm making sure this is straight, guys. I'm moving it tiny bit because I have a grid here, right? So I'm using that grid as a guide. So it's straight. And hopefully that will fit okay. And let's decide the colors. So, oops, where's my, so this has some of that pretty peacock. It of course has like a hint of blackberry bliss. I don't want to use purple because I'm using purple. I think I'm going to go with the pretty peacock. So let's bring our tutu. Pretty peacock is here. And I'm going to go and ink that real quick. And we're going to stamp that. And I'm off camera, guys. There we go. So we have one. Now I'm going to remove this friend and put it there in my, with my chamois and clean it real quick. I'm actually bringing an old block so I can just clean it well and move on. And now we have these two others. So this stamp is mostly the flowers. We're going to see mostly the flowers. This stamp here kind of includes a variety of things, mostly grass, I think. So I'm going to go and stick with this one with the pretty peacock. Let me see. Yeah, you can see there. Okay. Just like that. And then I'm going to bring, and I want to make an impact here, guys. So I'm going to bring the, I don't know, I keep debating. I'm actually going to bring the rich raspberry, blackberry bliss, sorry guys, and my Highland heather, and we'll see how these stamps. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this one, right? Because that one does not have a whole lot to it. And boom, we're done. Let me bring, now I'm going to clean this one in here. And then clean this one very well and transfer this to its case so it doesn't get lost. Okay. And now I'm going to color these with a dauber or a couple of daubers if I manage to find them. It always happens that they kind of get lost. So I have my Highland heather here. And I can't find, oh, I have blackberry bliss here. So we have these two and we're going to try to mix and match. So here's my blackberry bliss, guys. So you guys can see it. I am using it on the wrong one because of course that had to happen. Okay. Sorry, cleaning. This is the blackberry bliss. And I'm going to move, okay, let me move this a little bit here. Okay. So blackberry bliss, these are, can you see this? That's a little better. And so I'm going to go with the blackberry bliss all around it. Okay. That will be our darker color. Now I'm going to bring, and I'm sorry, I'm not sure why I have both in my hand. I'm going to bring the Highland heather here, which is there. And then we're going to just dot whatever. And we can play a little bit with these two colors. So for example, I want darker there. And I'm darkening it. Let me see how I can put this so you can see better. Ugh, it's hard to see. I can tell. Sorry, guys. Maybe white. Let me bring some white. I think that probably helps a little bit. So this is my blackberry bliss. So I'm darkening in some areas and I'm bringing my Highland heather and putting some extra colors, okay? And now I'm going to stamp this in here. And that just moved, but that gives us a really beautiful, you can barely see the Highland heather. We know that that's one of the reasons why we love the Misty is because we can play with it. So I'm going to remove that. And you know what, guys? I'm going to bring some fresh freesia. Maybe I won't be able to really see it, but I am actually going to go and stamp all of it in fresh freesia. And we're going to, and it moved. And guys, did you see that? It moved. I didn't realize it had moved that much, and it moved a lot. So I was lucky that these, I didn't damage this because I didn't want to have to start again. So I'm going to clean that very well. And I'm going to leave it as is, guys, because now I can't do anything about it. So I wanted to like be able to put this in the perfect place with some fresh freesia. Maybe I can do that now that I cleaned it. Is my big head. My big head is right on top of there, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, so going back, I'm aligning these as best as I can. Hopefully it will work. Not like that. Okay. Cross fingers, guys. This keeps moving. I'm making sure it's in the same place. Okay, I'm going to move this there. Hopefully that works. I'm going to bring that fresh freesia so it clarifies but finishes those areas. And I always use my sweater to help me. And see how beautiful that finalized it? This was totally random and totally unplanned. But that's how you play with stamps. Okay, I'm removing these. And now we're going to, oops, get our Misty out of the way. And we have pretty much our card done. We'll bring this in here. We'll set it up however we want. So we said we were going to bring, where are they? Here they are. So the stamp rings, and like you can see it here. The stamp rings, okay, I have a mess in here. These little flowers kind of mix and match with these. And this is a double stamping. And I'm going to bring them, and here, since I have fresh freesia out, and I'm going to mix and match. And so, guys, big head incoming, but right. And I have some Blackberry Bliss in here. Using some Blackberry Bliss. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of extra. Okay, let me grab another. Okay, let me stamp off is what I'm trying to say. I'm stamping off. Maybe put some in here. So we have kind of 3 different colors of flowers in there. Doesn't that look super pretty? That's one of the things I like the most of this set is those adding pieces to it. Okay, I completely... that is so funny. I like your ideas. So we self-invite ourselves to Mary's home because she's probably have one of the biggest collections out there, and she just say, "Yep, come over. We will work together, and you'll help me sort this out," which I think is pretty brilliant. Okay, so I'm just putting these in here like that, so I know I can still put like one of these. So I'm gonna bring this one, and I'm thinking. That's too dark, right? So I'm thinking definitely back to the fresh freesia. And I'm going to add this. And I'm just going to put it up there, right? We're going to see one. We're not going to see the other. And that is fine. Let's hope it does fit. Yep, it fits. So you see how simple this is? Now this is we're gonna add this here. And this is going to be, I'm gonna add this a little bit differently than I usually do. So I'm gonna use this in here because this is an 1/8 smaller. I know my 1/8 very well, right? So I can like kind of figure out this is going to work well. Let's turn out and see if that is true. And see what I'm saying? Like it does fit well with that calculation. And it works, again, it works really well for me. So I'm going to bring my my glue, and I'm just going to go all around the edges in what could be a straight line, but it's not. Of course, no glue near the center. But glue all over will be fine. And now you can either do this way or the way I do it. Let's try this way because it's probably what most people will do. So our goal here is to cover, and I shouldn't have moved that, but to make sure that we don't see any white, right? That this is center, and this seems a little bit moved. I'm going to move this a tiny bit. And this is where that glue definitely is always a lifesaver. Okay. And now we have our front ready. And guys, guess what? It's ready. Isn't this amazing? I love when cards are this simple and are ready. I am not going to work on the inside. You guys know that I usually don't work on the inside. So now I'm just, whoops, aligning these or centering these as best as I can. That was not a very good job, but thanks to the fact that we're using glue, then we can remove and move. This is not totally, ugh, Maria. There it is. That is centered. And so I just love this one. So this is it. This is our card. So we're 35 minutes in, guys. Very simple, very beautiful. I have to say, I love it, love it, love it. We can do the other one. You guys game for the other one? So for the other one, we will be using the, let me see. I'll bring it right here. The Forever Love Suite, right? Lifetime of Love. And let me see. Yeah, just the suite. Now, I did have to utilize one of the sentiments in here just because it fits that circle. If the circle would have been a little bit bigger, then I could have used maybe that one, or Forever and Always, but it's a smaller circle, and so I could not use that one. So as you guys can imagine, I have already cut my circles again. So the base in this case, guys, is very vanilla. Seems like I did a little bit of a job. I am glad you guys like it. Thank you, Kiwi. Thank you, Kathy. I'm glad you guys like it. Very simple. Simple stamping, right? So I am getting better at that. And let me show you. This is the color combination that created all, and I am in love with this. Okay, so this is Pretty Peacock. So I have a base in very vanilla. Then the next layer is Pretty Peacock. We're going to bring this beautiful paper in here. And then finally, we're going to put this one in here, just like that. And this is going to be, oops, behind, right? Just like we did the other one. But doesn't this look super cute? Like, it's just so lovely. I forgot this one, but I really wanted to do that other card, which I already lost, because I really like how these mesh, like mix and matches. I think now that I think about it a little bit better, I probably could have left the purple inside here, but hey, I like it. Oh, so Mary's saying something. I'm fairly new to stamping, but I don't have um I don't have stamps in wood blocks. How do you take them off? And so I'm waiting for somebody to tell me. I'm pretty sure that I probably can just look that up somewhere. Same like we did with before. I'm going to use my Misty here because it's going to help us to keep this in the same place. These are only rubber ones, and so I can remove that with confidence this time. I'm sorry about the other one. And like we did, I'm going to move one of these in here so it holds. We're going to bring our, hello, Happy New Year to you, Marie, and she's from Canada. We're going to do the same thing we did, right? We're going to move this in here, just the same measurements. And we're going to bring our pieces in here. So I'm going to put our Happy Mother's Day, which I love, love, love very, very much. I have this one in here that I'm going to put like that, right? And then this beautiful one, which I'm going to put like this. And some of them will not show in the actual circle, but I'm okay with that. And now we're going to remove this, get all that set up, and we're going to move this. See, I was trying to figure out how to keep them straight, and then I realized I was being a little dumb. Okay, so because this is gold and pretty peacock, and the base is like pretty peacock, I am just going to use the pretty peacock for the Happy Mother's Day. Okay. And the rest, I've been thinking about this. The rest, do we want them in wow wheat? Crumb cake? Ooh, I'm thinking crumb cake. We'll do this. So let's go ahead with this. And I'm thinking, guys, I'm thinking. Don't, you know, no. I'm going to do them all in Pretty Peacock, actually. Okay, so we're going to stamp them all. And let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to remove this here and back to my sweater helper. And that's it. And we didn't need much. The other magnet was underneath. So let me remove this out of here and clean our stamps. Guys, I always say, and I can't emphasize it enough, I know you're all seasoned crafters, but if you're watching or if you're new into crafting, don't ever leave your stamps dirty. It takes about 30 seconds to clean them. Oh, they do take room. So Mary, Kiwi's trying to explain to me how she's heard that you can take them off. It sounds quite complicated. So this is what I was thinking and envisioning, and I think this looks better without even coloring. Just the brown, the green. What do you guys think? Super simple, right? Isn't this gorgeous? Okay, just like we did, we're going to put the glue around these things. So the glue around the edges in here. And then we're going to bring our pattern paper. Make sure that you put it right. It does have a direction to the pattern. So we do want this to fit just right. And there we go. Let me see, just like we did before, just make sure that the white is not, oh well, the very vanilla in this case, is peeking through. And there we go. Isn't this super simple, guys? What? Yes, it would fit in, no, Mary, I rarely ever think of making my own envelopes. I don't know how to make my own envelopes. So isn't that funny? Now we're going to bring this and glue that there. So it will fit in just a regular, what is it? Is it like A10? I think it's A10. I forget the number, but just a regular envelope. My glue got little rebellious there, so let me just remove this. And we're going to adhere this. So I have to say this, the longer the card, the harder it is for me to put it like perfectly in the middle. I don't know why. Probably because I can't see up in here. It's harder to calculate for whatever reason. And now, I'm sorry I'm losing this one, but you guys know me. I don't, oh, this one is not coming out either. That's not cool, my friends. Okay, let's see. There we go. I know Susie is the one that's told me just cut the in between, right? So you have like at least that panel, and I've failed to do that. I just like got my own poor little finger. I keep forgetting to do that, so that is a little bit wasteful. So let me show you what I'm trying to say here. In other words, when you have paper that is as beautiful as this, you may want to just this moved to kind of like create frames in a way. I have decided that that is not crazy important for me. So it's just extra steps, and yeah, I have decided not to do that. That does not mean by any means that you shouldn't, right? I, I don't know. I'm weird that way. So paying attention, because now this obviously has a pattern where I am gluing this. And there you go. Ta-da! We forgot something in both of these cards, and it's some bling. So let's go ahead and bring the bling bling. So a couple of things I'm going to bring. These are retired, recent. Oh no, they're not retired yet, huh? I don't know if they're still available. I love this. I am thinking I want some of these gold ones. The ones that the sweet bring are this, and they are so much the ones I like, guys, that I got two of them. But I just think it would be too much pretty peacock. So I am going to remove this, leave these out. I just wanted to show you. There is, these others are the iridescent foil gems, which I'm also in love with. So, but I think I don't want those. I think I want these gold ones, just to keep on the gold look. And I am going to like put one there, just kind of make the most out of those flowers that I put there, so they have some extra decoration. I'm gonna bring one up here, and then a bigger one to, not like that, a bigger one up down here, and then I'm gonna bring one of those small ones in here. And so we have 5 of them. Actually, I'm thinking, no. Okay, I'm thinking I want to put a few in there. This is not working very well. There it goes. So let's see, like if I put one in here, what you guys think? Or just in there. So I keep like kind of continuing in every one. So every circle has one, right? And so I'm going to bring, so I have 2, 2, 6, right? Oops, that one kind of messed up in there. It's not coming. So I'm going to bring one in here too. There, and I'm going to move that one a little bit higher. Sorry, guys. And I think the one we're going to need to make this is going to go in here. 7, because they say it has to be odd. So, and I want them in here. Could I put them in here as well? Of course. I just want them to be noticeable, and because I put these in here, it kind of makes sense to put them inside the circles. You can play these however you want, right? So this is, let's finish that one, and we're going to remove this. For the other one, guys, all these messes, I am going to use the beautiful, whoops, gems that sweet brings. I've told you guys I'm in love with these gems. I also would get several of these. And I think that because I made an emphasis here with the kind of moody mauve, blackberry bliss option, I'm going to go with the blackberry bliss. And so I am just going to keep these simpler. I'm going to put one there. They have some bigger ones. I'm going to bring the big one here up top. Use pretty knife. Then, oh Jesus! Oh my God! That, Mary, is a lot of work. Mary's telling us all she did to fix, to change her wood mounted stamps. That is a lot of work, Mary. I can't even imagine. And that one there. And I'm going to leave that there. Unless you guys think we need more like in this one. Oh, Kathy, yes, I really like these. Again, it's one of those things I'm like, this is so simple, we can totally do. And I'm not going to do this here. I usually leave these like this because I will work on their later on. Thank you, Mary. I am so glad. I figure. See, you probably guys are like me and really like gold. That's what's happening. Yeah. So these are the cards. Simple stamping. Yay! I kept it simple, guys. I was telling you, I was so funny when that lady. I was telling the lady that it was the cow, and she's like, "It is simple, right? Simple stamping." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I guess it's not that simple because it's a shaker card." But yeah. So these are your two slimline cards with little holes, little circles, little circle windows. That's how it should be called. And I just love this, guys. Really, really like this. Two things I want to say. If by any chance Marilyn Evans is listening, I have not received her email. And so, oh, I think the Peacock card is the winner. We still have the All About Autumn paper for grabs. So next Tuesday, I'm gonna give her till Tuesday in case she's been out. But otherwise, I am going to actually raffle that again on Tuesday. Okay, let me close this. Let me come up here, guys. Yay, I'm back. So looks like the peacock was our winner. I kind of agree. I really like how this looks. This is much softer, but I really like this one. This one too. Okay, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I don't know what you guys going. Oh, thank you guys. I am so glad you like them. What you guys doing tonight? Do you have like a party? Do you go to parties? What do you do? We no longer go out. Well, actually, I don't think we've ever gone out. See, I just saw this. Oh, thank you, Tina. You could totally use some of these in the gold card. That would have been amazing. I just saw them and I forgot about their existence because it happens. But it is good that I'm using some of those retiring gems because I'm obviously have not used them all. So within my paper hoarding addiction, I have a gem hoarding addiction too. I just see them and I'm like, oh no, I gotta have them. I'm going to use them sometime. Of course, you're going to use them sometime. It's just then you have quite a bit of them. But so far so good, guys. We're surviving, and I keep them in these little packets and save them like this. So save two in each packet. Mary's asking for my video schedule. So far this year we've been fairly, what will be the name? Fairly consistent in doing Tuesdays 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. In Mountain Time. That is my official live, although now everything is live, so whatever. Tuesday is again my official live. That's how I started. And then on Fridays, I always do paper pumpkin kit alternatives. That was my second kind of big live. I love them. I love making paper pumpkin kit alternatives. I know some people really feel sad because they don't get it. But most of the time, the cards are easy to make. Kiwi. Um, and then the Simple Stamping Sunday was meant to be not a live, it was meant to be a pre-recorded video. But I have found out that definitely making the pre-recorded video takes a whole lot more time. It's much easier to just go live. That's the truth. So those are Tuesday 6 p.m. Mountain Time, Fridays 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and Sundays 12 p.m. Mountain Time. Kiwi is saying she'll be in bed by 10. Yeah, I would not be surprised if that's us. I'm planning though to make some like a good dinner, like a nice dinner. But other than that, that's it, guys. So Happy New Year to all of you. I can see that some of you are saying, okay, sometimes it gets stuck. Happy New Year, Susie, Kathy, and Kiwi. We are like working hard to keep partying, right? Oh, I bet Kiwi that if we say we have a 10 o'clock New Year's Eve stamping set, we'd all be doing it. Mary, I am in Colorado. And thank you for being here. And thank you so much, guys, for spending your New Year's Eve day with me or part of the day. And again, I do hope, guys, you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you're going out, I don't mean to sound like a grandma or a mom, but hey, I am. Be safe, drive safe. People get really crazy on New Year's Eve. So just, be mindful of that. And I won't be seeing you, of course. So happy more. What? Okay, Kiwi's saying. Of course, Kiwi's right. We are so much. It is much interactive, much more interactive kind of video because you guys are here. Oh, I forgot something. Don't forget, I will be gifting this set from one of our older catalogs. I don't know when, probably mid-January. I put the stamp sets and everything, but guys, I did not use them, and I am not lying. Look at that, I did not use them. So I will be gifting that. And the second thing I want to say is I will be making a color, kind of like a coloring club. um I'm working on the right ideas for it, but I think we're going to love it. It's going to be kind of a club, and it's going to be a little bit different, because it will include coloring, right? So it's a whole lot less about the card, a whole lot more about learning how to color, or practicing how to color. Okay, so I'm working on it. I will let you guys know, but I just wanted to just push it a little bit. Happy New Year, guys, to you all. I hope this coming year is full of blessings and you have a wonderful, wonderful starting of the year and of this week. And many, many blessings to all of you. And look at that. Happy and healthy year. Many, many hugs to you all. And bye. Okay.